Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Ron from FX. This is the end of week 2 and is currently Monday here in Australia, Monday morning. Just gone over lunch. But firstly, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's bought me coffee. I love coffee, as you can see. It is awesome, but yeah, thanks very much for the support. And I also just wanted to say that this computer is currently maxed, so if I seem choppy in the video, it's because this thing is overloaded. And I'll just quickly show you what I mean. For all you computer nerds out there, which is, I'm a computer nerd, I love computers, I always have. But I'll just show you. This is a Core i5 running, as you can see how many terminals that are running down there. But this is 120% CPU usage, where we're over 100%. And this is running, however many MetaTrader terminals, and I've already turned 2 off. So, as you can see, this computer is overloaded. It may not encode the video properly. I think the sound's going to be okay, but me as a person might be choppy. So I apologize for that. There's nothing I can really do, which is the main reason why I haven't been recording myself talking to you guys. So all that out, let's close this and we'll have a look at, we'll do a review of the week 2 of what happened, and I'll also show you guys some new bots that I've put in. So we'll start at the Profit Pips Hunter Boss EA, and it's to me it's not a boss because it has lost a little bit of money. It hasn't. It's done some trades, which was good. It's done some trades, but as you know, in the previous video, I had a look at the settings. There wasn't really much I could really do here, but what I will do is we're going to add this to the other pairs. So you can do that. I'll show you how I do that. So I've got USD CAD. So it is one Euro Pound, Euro CHF, and Pound CHF. So we'll just quickly do that now. So Euro Pound, which is probably in here. Euro Pound. I think it was Euro CHF, which is here. I don't remember the other one, but we'll bring this up with the boss, and it'll tell me here. Euro CHF, max spread 5.1, which is an interesting number. Money management, cool, 0. A little bit different. Boss, different EA, my bad. We got this one. So this is Euro CHF, and we want Euro Pound and Pound CHF. Euro Pound, bingo, and we want Pound CHF, which is probably in here, bingo. Okay, and so what we had USD CAD running on was, I've got to change the GMT hours to 3 because we are, this broker is +3, so that's all we need to do there. Just do that for every one of them, and then we'll see how it goes in this week, running all its recommended pairs. So yeah, what do you guys think? You think the boss is a boss, or is it a flop? I'm not going to say anything yet, because the reason being is it hasn't killed its account. It has placed trades, yes, but it hasn't done anything crazy. So we'll leave it. We'll see how it goes. I've added 3 more pairs, and we'll leave it at that. So the dragon. Wow. This is nuts. So in the first week it blew the account. In the second week we've made $978, and now we're going into the third week almost 2K up, and it's currently in some trades. Euro USD, as you know, it went all the way up. We can't really see it here because there's trades in the way, but went up, hit almost 1.12 I should say, retraced back, and now it's going back up and retesting that area again. So with everything happening in the US, I think people are seeing that the USD may become weak and may come back down. So we'll see. I'm waiting to see what happens with Euro USD manually trading. If it does retest this area and weeks or does things that I'm looking at, it will be looking like a good short. But as far as this EA goes, $978 in a bit over a week is pretty good. Would I risk $1,000 of my money on it? No, and the main reason being is that the first week it blew the account with this move here. However, if you start this one on a currency pair that is ranging, as in it's going, you can see it zigzagging up and down, it's trading in a range, and it's not really breaking out of the range. Perfect EA for that. It's just not really good in trending markets. So Dragon Expert, excellent. So all you want to do is look for a currency pair that is ranging, zigzagging up and down, and drop it on that there. So that's my recommendation for Dragon Expert. It is definitely a ranging expert advisor. It doesn't do well in a trending market, and that's what blew it up in the first week, is because of Euro USD. It come up, actually, this big move right here. Sorry, can we go back a bit? We'll turn this off and this off. But this big move here is what blew it in the first week. I feel if it was ranging, if it was going up and down and zigzagging, like here is where it made a shit ton of money. So it moved up again, didn't blow the account though, and then come back and took all those trades, and it did the same thing here. So you want the market to be zigzagging up and down for this one to make money. So in this, what's happening here is we're in sells because the market's moved up. It's placed sells. It is a martingale EA in a way. It's like a soft martingale. So it's moving up. It's placing sells. It's going up, and as it retraces back, it takes profit. So here we've probably placed. You can see here it says sell 0.01. Market's moving up 0.02, 0.03, 4. You kind of get the drift, and the highest there is 0.05 at the moment, which is currently a little bit in profit because it has pulled back from there a little bit from that taller one. And this is how martingales work. They just place bigger and bigger trades as the market moves up, and then as it comes back, it takes the losses of the smaller ones, and the bigger ones take those losses, and you make profit. So yeah, that's just a review on Dragon Expert so far, end of week 2. My thoughts anyway. We'll move on to the Holy Grail, and I actually don't remember if this one blew the account in the first week. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. However, this is trading the 1 minute time frame. I don't know if anyone can see it, but yeah, we're on M1, and I think it did blow the account because we're at 1,006 and it hasn't really done much. But we are in $212 drawdown. So, what do I think about this? Well, firstly, it's trading the M1 time frame, which is really volatile. It hasn't. Yeah, it's too early for me. I probably wouldn't trade it myself. Maybe higher time frames might work better. The M5 or the M15 time frame, but I haven't really tested too much with this one there. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. It hasn't done much, but we have MoneyPile. So MoneyPile hasn't made a pile of money yet, but it also hasn't lost a lot of money. at all. It's currently in drawdown because we are trading Euro USD. It has done that big move up. It is martingale, but it is very soft martingale, as you can see here, 001, and then 002, and then now we've finally got to 0.3, or 0.03, I should say. So yeah, this money pile is the other one I was thinking of that I had going, that I've closed the accounts, just to show you guys this. But I think it's a really good solid EA. You know, we've started it with $1,000. It's made $148 in 2 weeks. It hasn't blown the account. It hasn't gone into much drawdown. You know, $1,000, almost $200 with $180 of drawdown, to me is awesome. So yeah, we'll leave it go, and we'll see how we go with it. I think this one here is not an EA that generates a huge amount of money in a short time. It's more a longer term EA. It's something that you can probably run all year and you know, always be up. But you know, I haven't seen MoneyPile blow an account yet, a demo account anyway, with anything more than $1,000. So running one pair. As soon as you start running more than one pair with MoneyPile, it can get a little bit hairy, because if they all go into drawdown like this, instead of being down 180, you might be down 400. You know, if you're running two pairs, if they're both in the same kind of thing as what this is. So just keep that in mind with martingale EAs. You don't want to have too many pairs running with too little equity, because one of two things could happen, is that you run out of margin. And if you have a look here, we've used 70 margin, and margin is 897. So we've got a huge amount of margin left over. However, if you're running like 4 pairs, and they all go like this, and it starts placing bigger lot sizes, you might run out of margin, especially on an account with like a 1 to 100 or 1 to 200 margin, or leverage, I should say. This is running 1 to 500 leverage, so we've got heaps of margin to play with, which is good and bad. And the main reason being is that some EAs really need a lot of margin in order to trade effectively, while others can work really well with small amount of margin. And it limits the EA from over trading as well, like placing too big a lot trades. So you've got to look at that as well when you're looking at EAs. But I can definitely recommend MoneyPile as a longer term EA. If you want to chuck $1,000 in, run 1 pair or even 2 pairs, probably 2 pairs max for $1,000. It's definitely a longer term EA. However, I am running, and I'll do another video on the other two running the Pepperstone accounts, the Kingle and the MoneyPile, that I've been running since March. But what I've done with MoneyPile, I think I've started at 0.03. Now that account's got, I think, $3,000 in it now, and it's running 2 pairs. So every 1,000, I just made it, I just went up in lot size by 1 point. So 0.02 when I had $2,000 in there, 0.03 when I had $3,000 in there. But you want to be careful with that, because every time you go up just 1 point in lots, you're essentially doubling the risk. So 0.01, and then you go to 0.02, you're going to double what you made in 0.01. So essentially what I should have done is probably waited till I had like 4,000 or 5,000 in the demo account to go to 0.03. But that's just my experience, and I hope that helps you guys out. If you're running a MoneyPile and you've got other ideas, let me know. But that's just what I've found with MoneyPile. So, and that's how you, with some EAs, how you can start getting your account to curve up, is you increase the lots very, very minimally, and as your equity grows, because it can handle bigger lot size and you've got the equity there. But you don't want to overdo it, because that's how you blow your account, and you don't want that. But you can make a lot of money that way as well. So it kind of catch-22. What's your risk? For me, I can handle a lot of risk. I was in quite a bit of drawdown on Friday with Kingle on a live account when Euro USD just went straight up. I don't know if you're on my Instagram, but yeah, just head to Optimize FX on Instagram, and you'll see the screenshot that I put up there where Kingle almost blew my account. I had $1,000 in there, or a little bit more, and just one pair went the wrong way, and it was placing sell, 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 and it almost blew my account. I had to manage it a little bit, and I had all three, because I've got 3 pairs running, I had all 3 almost go in the negative way that you want it to be. So lesson learned, but it's also that chance though as well. So had I have started it 2 or 3 weeks ago, it probably would have been fine, but it's just my bad luck that I started Kingle when it went straight into a trend and didn't pull back. So Kingle doesn't trade like that, trades in ranges, and it's just unfortunate that that's what happened, but I managed to save my account. I didn't blow it, so that's awesome. So I'll move on to the next one. Sorry for the tangent. This might be a bit of a long video, but I'll try to shorten it up a bit. Now the Make Money EA, we've come back a little bit. We're back to $770, and we're down 153. Still a bit disappointed with it. It hasn't made money yet, but it is, as I mentioned in a previous video, is a more of a longer term EA, but it is no good to be down, especially like $230, and be down 153 as well. So if it was my own money, I'd be a bit pissed right now, but we'll see how we go with it in the longer term. We have PWR, and yeah, what can I say about this? It is currently in some profitable trades. It's a bit up and down, this one. So, this is what it looks like without the template that I put on. But this is a template that you can put on if you really wanted to see. I think the line that you can see there is called a zigzag. So it shows potential bottoms and tops, and when you can look at probably placing longs. So you can place a long here, but if you place a long there, it's no good because yeah. But anyway, so someone mentioned to try it on NASDAQ, and I can't remember what NASDAQ is, so I just checked it on US 500. Not showing my knowledge here with NASDAQ. I don't know much about stocks and indices and things like that, but I'll have a look into it now. But anyway, we're in profit at this stage, and it hasn't really done much, but we are at a net loss. So we'll see how it goes. It hasn't placed any trades with US 500, but I'll have a look into that. Now 007, thank you to who mentioned putting it, changing some settings. So I'll show you the settings that I changed it to. We are currently down $254 because the market's just moving up, or Euro USD has moved up. We're retesting, and it started placing sells at the first initial push. So let's have a look at these settings that I changed. So we left it, a lot exponent I left at 1.2, I left that at 5, but pip step I made it wider, so at 15, left max trades at 10. And the other thing I did was move it to the hourly time frame. I believe I had it on the 15-minute time frame. So we're now trading the hourly time frame, and hopefully Euro USD does pull back into this area here, and it will hit take profit, and we'll be happy days. We'll make some money. Now the next one is one that I did replace. I don't remember which one actually blew up. It might have been WinnerFX or Meris. There was 2 that actually blew up. But this one was mentioned on the previous video, thank you, and this one's called FXStabilizer. I don't think we have placed any trades yet. So if we change this to today, actually it did. But that was my bad because I had 2 accounts with different terminals running 2 different EAs. So I've had to had to close these trades, and I'll show you which ones they were from. They're from another EA. But FXStabilizer itself has not placed any trades. Don't worry about this one. It's not this one here itself yet. So we'll see how we go. But they're the inputs. I tried back testing. It didn't really do too much. It did blow the account on turbo. Durable was okay, and it didn't really matter what I changed. It pretty much gave me the same result every time. So that was a bit interesting. But we'll see how this one goes. This is another one that I changed. So we've got a new one called Forex Tramp. Yes, instead of Trump, we've got Forex Tramp. This was, I believe, the one that I had crossed with the other account. So currently, did I do a new account with this? Maybe. No. So all I did was I started this. Don't know what that was. Yeah, I started this on another, from a different one. So look at today. -54. Right. Yeah, not. Oh, okay, we have placed. Yeah, no good. Okay, it has placed some trades. Cool. I was just checking if I did start it on $1,000 and we're down 54, and which we are. So that's I only started this last night. I got all these set up last night, and I've started it from this morning. So not a good start, but you get that on the big jobs. So we're currently in profit though, with gold, and these sets that I've got here, I actually got this from a website, and these sets came with the website. If you want, I can chuck the link in the description below to show you where I'm getting some of these EAs from, all free. But yeah, so far very interesting. This is saying potential, I think that's potential profit is $121. So we'll see what happens here, but currently $13 in profit. And we'll go on to the next one, and that's another one that I added, which is called Stepping Stone. This was one that had $1,062 in the account, so I just moved it over. So starting a little bit ahead, but it hasn't actually placed any trades yet, which I find interesting because I think Stepping Stone usually does trades. We'll have a quick look here. Nah, don't know. I'll have a look into it. I might have to close the terminal down and restart it, or I might be missing something for Stepping Stone to start, or it might not just be ready to start. We have a smiley face, but it's auto trading, so it just hasn't started trading yet. And the very last one is Titan G7. I left the best to last. This one has been trading pretty solidly. I've had this one going like on another demo account for a little while, and yeah, it's been pretty solid. So we'll see how it goes. This is very small lot sizes, like 0.01, but I'm running all the pairs, and yeah, we'll see how Titan goes. I think it's not a very it's a very low risk kind of system, and we should see some decent profits and not much. I like to see losing trades because I like to see an EA. If it's wrong, cool. That's cool. I'll take the loss instead of placing 1,000 trades and blowing the account like some EAs have that I've seen. So, so thanks for watching, and I'm actually going to do another video on how all these have gone tomorrow morning. So I'll do another update video. And because Monday's usually a bit of a slow day until the nighttime kicks in, until we have the US and the Euro session start, which is not until this afternoon. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I've got some more content coming up. If you like this content, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And I've got some awesome stuff coming your way. And hope you've enjoyed this review. It is a longer video, but for reasons being that I've gone through some of the EAs. And now I didn't talk about Meris, and I didn't talk about WinnerFX blowing the account, and there was another one that blew the account, but I think I talked about it in the last video as to why they blew the account. So I've got rid of those EAs. They're gone now. We have some new ones to replace. We've got 4 new ones. I think it's going to be awesome, and I hope you liked the tutorial that I put out the other day. There'll be plenty more tutorials coming. The website I'm still building. If you've got any EAs that you want me to test, chuck a comment down below. Got any recommendations, hit me up, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.